create a lid for the album. I had did a tutorial a while back showing a little album that I did with a top lid on top of it, and it's kind of like a closure. And so I thought I would do the same thing with this beautiful album. And so you're going to need a piece of cardstock that is 6 by 12, okay? And you're going to go ahead and score 1 3/8 inch all the way around, okay? That's going to leave you about a 3 1/4 inch width, okay? And that will fit right over our book. Once you get this cut out, okay, you're going to go ahead and cut. I cut right where the score lines are, or on either side of the little score lines, and so I have already done that, okay. And to put this together, and then you should have one sheet left over, okay, or you should have some strips left over that you can go ahead and create your lid, okay. So you could cover, the top and all that with your strips. You also have some of these larger strips that are here. So, and I thought I would use this one right there, just like so pretty. I love that one. It's so pretty, you guys. So, so I just love that one. So now we're going to go ahead and put this together. And what you're going to do is you're just going to grab your glue, and it's just like creating a little box. So you're going to bring this in. Alrighty, just like that on either side. Right, you're going to fold that in, bring your sides up. Okay, just like this. Okay, and you can get your bone folder if you need to and just burnish that down. Okay, just so it's nice and attached on your lid here. Okay, just like that. Right, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now you should have this. Now, if you have a little bit left over like this, don't worry about it. Or if you want to, you can definitely cut that down. But I thought it would be really pretty to use our lace. So you could definitely use your lace around here, just like this, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and stick my pattern paper, of course, around this side here, but even though I'm going to cover up with the lace, it still is going to give a really nice, beautiful effect on that background. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now you can go ahead and cover the lid. If you want to, definitely you can cover the inside of your lid, and you have plenty of little strips that you can cut and paper the inside of that, and you still have these larger strips too. So there you go, and then that is going to fit over our album just like that, okay? And that is going to be help just keep it together. If you would like to, you could definitely use a little handle or whatever you have in your stash to place on top of here. And I might create one, but I'm not quite sure yet. So hey guys, I'm back. So now we are on to putting our pages together. And so I've already cut out some of the flips and flaps and some pockets and stuff like that, some fun things that we're going to be doing with this album. So I already went ahead and let you all know in the past video that you're going to need to cut out 4 pieces of cardstock that are 9 1/4 by 9 3/4. Okay, you're going to score a 1/2 inch on the left hand side, and this is going to be your hinge. So it is an L hinge that you are going to place down inside of your album like this. So this is how your page is going to move. It is different than creating a hinge and then having to place the page onto the hinge. So this is all one piece here. So to get on with our page 1, you're going to need to cut out 2 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 9 3/4, and these are going to be like little doors. So you are going to need to score those on the left hand side. So you're going to score a 1/2 inch right down the left hand side on both. One is going to go here, and then the other one you're going to flip over and you're going to place on this side. So I already marked where the middle part is down here, so that was my little mark. And to do that, you're going to go ahead and just burnish these down for page 1, okay, just like this. Just going to flip this over, these little, the 1/2 inch strips that we scored on here. Alrighty, and those are going to go on here just like this. Okay, so be sure that you place this little door on the other side of your hinge, your score line here, okay, because you do not want it on top of that hinge. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and place these on. You can definitely do that. Okay, now this will not have a magnet on it, okay? And I'm just getting down to the bottom of my glue here, so I have to shake it up a little bit to get it to come down. So, okay, so you're going to just go ahead and you're going to place some glue on that 1/2 inch. You're going to bring it in here, okay, and I'm just lifting up my hinge area so I don't set this on there. All right, and you're just going to go ahead and place that down just like that. All right, and when you do that with your hinge, you bring that over, it just makes sure that you are placing that not on that score line, okay? So you're going to bring that over and you're just going to burnish that down, okay? Just like that. And then same thing with this one. You're going to go ahead and we're going to put our glue on here. And then, so now you are actually done with the front of page 1. And you can go ahead and you can go ahead and cut your paper out, and you can cover the inside of this whole area. You can cover the inside of this and the outside of your doors, okay? And then once we do that, I'll come in and I'll show you how we're going to use our little die on how we're going to decorate this, okay? So yay! So we're going to go ahead and flip this over, and for this one here we are going to do a little pocket, okay? And you're going to need to cut out, all right, you're going to cut out a piece that is 4 1/2 by 8. You are going to score a 1/2 inch on with the 4 1/2 inch across the top of your scoreboard. You're going to score a 1/2 inch on that 4 1/2 inch side. Okay, so you're going to score a 1/2 inch down this way. You're going to turn it to the 8-inch side, and you're going to score a 1/2 inch on the left-hand side and a 1/2 inch on the right-hand side. And this is how you're going to form your pocket, okay? Then you're going to need a second piece that is 4.5 by 7.5. And here you're going to go ahead and turn the 4.5 inch across your scoreboard. You're going to score a 1/2 inch down on the left-hand side. Okay, and this is going to be your flap for that, okay, or yeah, that's going to be your flap, okay. So you're going to go ahead and just fold that over, just like that, alrighty, and just burnish that down, set that to the side. So for your pocket, where your X's are right here, see where the X is right here, and then down here, you're going to just go ahead and get your scissors and you're going to cut right across that, just like that, okay? So that's how you're going to do that. And then you are going to go ahead and you're going to fold those 1/2 inch pieces over, okay? And you're just going to go ahead and burnish those down. Okay, just like that. Okay, then you're going to go ahead and get that 4-inch piece, the 4.5 by 7.5 inch piece, and that is going to lay, well, maybe I made it too long. I made that too long, y'all. Let's see here. I thought it was 7 inches. I messed up. So we're going to cut this down to 7 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to erase this part real quick because you just need to make it 4.5 by 7. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut that down real quick. So now you're just going to go ahead and you're going to get your glue and you're going to put it on your 1/2 inch flaps. Okay, just like this. Okay, make sure you get the little corners there. And you're going to grab your 4.5 by 7 piece. You're going to place that right up in the corner there. Okay, make sure that you have enough time to slide that over. You can go ahead and you're going to just put that on there, and then you're just going to burnish that down just like that. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, and if you have excess like what I do, okay, if you have excess like what I do, you can just grab your scissors and cut that off. So let's see here, I was looking for my long scissors because those are a little bit easier to grab that excess piece there. There we go. And there we go. All right, so there is that. So now what you're going to do is with that 1/2 inch piece, okay, you're going to pull that back and over. You're going to burnish that down, okay, just like that. And just make sure that you burnish your pocket down real good. I just saw that mine was not burnished down very well right here. I don't know why. All right, there we go. Now here is where your pocket is, and this is where you're going to go ahead and you're going to set this right here on to the side. Okay, so you're going to have this pocket, okay, it's going to flip open this way, okay, because your page is going to be turned over. So your page will be like this, and then you'll turn it over, and then that hinge will be underneath it. So this is going to be flipping over like this, okay? So for this little pocket, you're going to go ahead and we're going to place a magnet on here, okay? So you're going to need your magnet. Okay, so for these magnets, you're going to go ahead and you're going to need a positive and a negative. Okay, so I'm just going to grab 2 of these. Oh, that goes. All right, and you're going to go ahead and just push them together just like that. Okay, so you have a positive sign and then a negative sign on the back. All right, and you can take both of those little backings off of both sides. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and you can place this right here. I don't place mine right in the middle part, but you know, you can if you want to. I place it a little bit off to the side a little bit. See how I place that right there? Okay, it's kind of, it's not really in the middle, it's like right there. So, and then you're going to go ahead and place this down right on the edge of your page here. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then your magnet should be on there on both pieces. Then once you have that, then you can go ahead and we can put our glue on our hinge. Okay, then go ahead and this will automatically click together, and that will help you set your hinge down. Okay, just like that. Okay, open up your little pocket, burnish that down some more, and there you go. So there is your little pocket once you get your hinge down. And then you're just going to go ahead and make a couple of 5x7 photo mats, or maybe a couple of maybe 4.5 by 6.5 photo mats. And those will fit in there just like this. This 5x7 will sit like this. And then you can definitely stick, you know, a few of those sizes in here. So yeah, so that is pretty cool. So there is that, and you can definitely go ahead and you can mat everything on this page now. Okay, so there's that. So page 1 is done. All we need to do is go ahead and put our paper on top of this, and I've already picked out a few of my papers for this piece, I think, but I'm just going to go ahead and I attach the pages, the images that I picked for this page together with my page 1, and that goes off to the side. So for page 2, it's just like page 1 in the front, okay, because I wanted them to mirror each other. So this is going to be pretty simple. However, this page is actually going to, this pocket, I mean, is actually going to flip this way. Okay, so our other one flips out this way, and this one is going to flip out this way. So again, you're going to go ahead and grab your scissors and cut where those X's are so you can form your pocket. And on your other page, okay, we need to cut this down to, we need to cut it down some. So, yeah, so it is 7 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut down a 1/2 inch again. Alrighty. And you're going to go ahead and fold that little 1/2 inch strip over, and you're going to burnish that down. You're going to go ahead and we're going to place this piece that is 4.5 by 7, okay? All right. So again, your one piece for the page 2 is 4.5 by 7. You're going to score a 1/2 inch on your left-hand side. Your second piece is going to be 4.5 by 8, and you're going to score a 1/2 inch side on each end of that 8-inch side across your scoreboard. You're going to turn it to the 4.5-inch side and score a 1/2 inch down. Okay, then you're just going to go ahead and fold those in like we did last time. We're going to go ahead and place our glue on here just like that and put that pocket together. And you can go ahead and you can place this on right here in the middle. Okay, so again, you're going to need your positive and your negative magnet. Okay, and we're just going to stick those on. Okay, and again, you can just set that off to the side there. Let's see, I'm just going to go ahead and set it right here. Alrighty, I'm not going to pull that off yet. I mean, this is just another way you can lay your magnets down. You can leave it on there until you get your glue on. And now your magnet is on there, just like that. So now you can go ahead and you can paper the front of page 2. And if you have any little mats that you want to stick in there, you can definitely do that. Now I have a few little squares here, and I don't know the sizes. They're just little different sizes, and you can stick as many as you want in there because our pocket will fit several different ones. Okay, so there is that. Hi guys. Okay, so now that we've covered the back or the front of page 2, we are going to go ahead and we are going to cover, make a pocket for the back of page 2. Okay, so for this, you're going to need a piece that is 6.5 by 10 3/4 or 10 3/4. So we're going to go ahead and you're going to score along the 10 3/4 inch side, a 1/2 inch on the left and a 1/2 inch on the right. And then you're going to turn it to the 6.5 inch side and you're going to score down a 1/2 inch on the left side. Okay, to create this pocket, just like you do with the other pockets, where your score lines meet and form an X, you're just going to go ahead and cut those off at a diagonal. Okay, so now you have this, and you're just going to go ahead and score those or burnish those in. Righty. So we're just going to do that, just like that. Okay. So just like that, and then for this page, since our pocket is fairly long and it pretty much covers the whole entire, just about the whole entire area, okay, you don't need to have a full sheet of paper. So it is okay to just grab a piece that is, let's say, like this, okay, just a scrap piece of paper, okay, and you're just going to slide this in, okay, right underneath your pocket, just like this, okay, so just like that. All right, and then that way you have this whole area here to cover. You can use the same paper if you want for up here and here if you choose to, but it's up to you, because once you get all of your papers cut, you're going to be left with some panels like this, okay, and these are awesome to use in little spots that you can use as fillers. So that is how you're going to do that. So let's go ahead and stick this on, and then I will show you how to slide your piece inside of your pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue. Alrighty, and okay. All right, and we're just going to place our glue right along here. Now you can use your tape if you want to, if that's what you're using. Just like that. All right, and then because our page, the back of the page, is going to be flipped over like this, so your hinge is going to be on this side. We're actually going to attach our pocket to the back where your fold is on that hinge, okay? So that way your mats will be easier to get in and out, all right? So you're just going to go ahead and burnish that down, okay, just like that, okay? And there is your pocket. So now you can go ahead and you can cut this down, okay? We're going to cut this at 9 3/4, okay? And so now you have a panel like this. Should fit inside of here. If it doesn't, just you're going to clip off just a little bit more. Slide that in there, okay? Now it should slide in there. Kind of cut off quite a bit. Yep, it will. So it's going to slide in there just like that. Okay. And that's how you're going to just cover that. Okay, and you can place your glue in there. Okay, and just go ahead and burnish that down. So don't forget, if you're going to go ahead and distress the area around here, you can do that before you place this in your pocket, okay? And you don't need to do this part. I just thought of that. You don't need to do all the way around, just the 3 sides here that are going to be showing. And don't forget to use your ink. So, okay. So that is how you're going to slide your little piece inside of your pocket. Okay, so you don't need to always cover the whole page when you have a pocket that is large. So we're going to cover this part, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so what I'm going to do for the front of page 2, remember our little pocket here that swings open, right? And we have our mats in here. So our mats don't keep falling out, and I'm going to do this also on page 1 as well, okay, the back of page 1. I went ahead and removed the magnet from this pocket, and I left the one that's going to be on the page, okay? So our mats don't keep falling out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to place the magnet here. So I'm going to put some glue on top of my magnet, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to lay that down just like that, okay? And then that's just going to dry. So nothing gets stuck to this part right here. I'm going to go ahead and grab some tape. All right, just like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover that. Okay, just like that. Okay, and you can definitely stick your mats back inside, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to page 1 as well. So, okay, y'all, so I'm back with page 1. And so for page 1, again, I'm going to go ahead and remove this, this magnet here, okay? And I'm going to move it to the front so our mats don't keep falling out. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that there. I put glue on the other one, and you can definitely put glue on here. It doesn't hurt it at all. And I'm also going to put some tape on there. So just like that. Okay, and then I can go ahead and I can put my mat back inside, so our mat is going to stay down. Okay, so for the front of page 3, you're going to need to cut 4 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 6, okay? And this is going to be for our waterfall. And I have a really cool idea for the waterfall, you guys. So I'm going to put waterfall on here. And then you're going to need an arm that is about 1 inch long. We may not need it this full length, but we'll cut it down if we need to. Okay, so right now it is approximately, it is about 9.5 inches long. So if you have something that is 1 by 9 or 9.5, you can definitely go ahead and use that. And that's just going to be the arm for the waterfall. Okay. So 1 by 9.5, and it's the arm for the waterfall. Okay, and that is going to be for page 3 front. Okay, and then again, you're going to need 4 pieces that are 4 3/4 by 6. All right, and so for this one, you're going to go ahead and score on the 4 3/4 inch side down. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up here. So you're going to place this on the 4 3/4 inch right up on your scoreboard, and you're just going to go ahead and score a 1/2 inch down on every single piece. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be your waterfall. All right, and then we're not going to actually put this together until we have you can paper your waterfall separately. Okay, so but I actually had an idea for this, and I thought it would be really cool to use your frames for this part because they will fit on there perfectly. So if you cut them out, okay, and I know this is a big mistake, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this out just like this. Okay, I usually use my trimmer, but I go ahead and cut these out. Okay, so this will fit perfectly right there, and you can go ahead and you can cut out these little middle pieces, okay, and put your acetate, your graphics, whatever you have behind these, so you can actually fit photos inside of these. So I thought that that would be super cute, right? The photos would be a little bit small, right? But I still thought it would be really cute. And even if you wanted to just put a 4 by 6 on top of it, it would still be really pretty. So so yeah, I thought that would be really pretty. Or you could just put these on here just like this, and again put your if you wanted to cover, you could put the 4 by 6 photo on here, or you don't have to use these, you could use something else if you wanted to. So I just thought it would look really, really pretty using these for little pictures. If you had like a little picture of someone's face, or part of a wedding, or if you had maybe you're making this for someone who had a quinceañera or a sweet 16 birthday party, or for a bachelorette party, something like that. You could definitely, if you have little pictures, you could just stick those in there just like that. So I thought that that would be really pretty. So that's what those are for. So you can definitely go ahead and put your mat on top of the front of page 3, okay, and you can go ahead and you can mat these. If you want to place these on here just like this, This is how I would cut out the middle parts of these, since I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a bit. All right. And I would just cut, you know, down, or usually I always tell you all corner to corner. So the corner from there, you know, to down here, but sometimes I miss that mark. That's okay. Grab your scissors and you can just cut right around that inside of that frame. So that is how you're going to cut those out, okay, your little windows. And then you can get your acetate, all right, and I'm just going to grab, okay, so once you get those cut out, you can grab your acetate and you can just stick that right in there. And see how on this side here, you can also use these as your little frames. So if you wanted to, you could definitely just turn this over and you could use those as a frame as well. Okay, so I thought that would be super cute. So I'm going to go ahead, and to lay your frame down, you can use your tape or you could use your glue. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to use my glue because it's quicker and it does dry pretty fast. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to use our tape. So, so grab my acetate and you can use it on here, on the back of there, just like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to place the tape just a little bit above where I cut the frames, okay? You don't need to cover the whole piece. Okay, and I'm just going to stick that on there just like that. Okay. Alrighty, and I'm going to go ahead and stick a piece right in the middle. Alrighty, and then I left these open, so it's up to you. If you want to stick tape, you can always take the tape off later if you wanted to, or you could just leave them, and then that way you can just slide your photos in if you want. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and take this off of here, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and just stick this on there. Oh, I forgot this piece right here. And this is graphics, and you can get that over at JNS Hobbies and Crafts. I love this stuff, you guys. It's so awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut this off right here. Okay. And then you can go ahead and then you can stick your tape around here. Okay. All the way around if you want to. And I'm just putting it all the way on the edge here. It's not, I don't have it covered, okay, but it would, if I had it covered, it would just go on here just like that. Okay, so that's how you would cover your little windows with acetate and cut them out. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and stick on my little thingies because I didn't cover that. I forgot. So I'm going to stick those back on there just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cover my waterfalls. Alrighty, and they're already scored and everything. And like I said, I thought that those would be like really pretty for the front of page 3. And when we come back on, we will definitely stick our arm on here, okay? And I'll show you all how to do that. So your little arm is going to be 1 by 9.5, and that's, you just need that for your waterfall. So you're going to stick all of that together and put that onto the side here. And we are going to do the back of page 3. So for the back of page 3, you are going to need 2 pieces that are 6 by 6, okay? And I am going to, and y'all know, if you follow me, I usually make my own hinges for certain things. This just saves on paper. So I took a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and you're actually going to need 4 of these because the back of page 3 and the front of page 4 are going to mirror each other, okay? So you'll be using page 4. So here's page 4. Page 4 is going to have the same thing as page 3, okay? So you're going to need 4 pieces that are 6 by 6. Then you're going to need 4 pieces that are 1 inch by 6, okay? And these are going to be our hinge. Again, these are going to be 4 pieces that are 1 by 6, okay? And you're going to have 2 for page 4 and 2 for page the back of page 3, okay? And I'm going to just zoom out just a bit, okay? And I'm going to move some stuff out of the way here. Alrighty. So there's page 4, and here's the back of page 3. So for those little hinges that we have that are 1 inch by 6, you're just going to go ahead and score them a 1/2 inch. So basically, you're just going to score them down the middle, right? Because they're 1 inch, and you're just going to score them right down the middle part here. All right, and I'm just going to do all 4 pieces at the same time. All right, so we're going to put together the back of page 3 and the front of page 4. All righty, so there is that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and burnish these down. All righty. And I do like creating my hinges because it helps kind of get rid of some of the excess paper that we have. So it's nice to use these. So for the first hinge, we are going to go ahead and you're going to stick it right on on one of the 6 by 6 pieces, okay? And you're going to go ahead and just stick that hinge with the folded side out to your left hand side, okay? So you're going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to grab my glue, and I'm just going to place my glue right along that hinge there. All right, okay, so now we're just going to stick our glue right on our hinge here, just like that. And you're just going to grab your piece of paper, stick that right on the edge there, okay, just like that. And burnish those down. Okay, just like that. And if you have excess, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just go ahead and snip that off. Okay. And same thing with this one. So you're just going to go ahead and grab your little hinge, put your adhesive on it. Now you can use tape if you want to as well. And you're going to go ahead, turn that over this way, and you're just going to stick that right on the edge of that piece of paper. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. Alrighty, and there we go. So again, you're just going to burnish that in really well. Okay, and if you have excess, you can definitely snip that off, but it looks good. So there we go. Okay, all right. So now what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and bend your hinge back, okay, into on itself, and you're going to go ahead and place some adhesive on here. And I like to have mine a little bit up above where the edge is, so about 1/4 of an inch maybe is what I do. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, you can do them. You don't have to do them at 1/4 of an inch. You could do them less than 1/4 of an inch, however you would like to do them. We are going to put a magnet on this one, and we'll put a magnet on the front of page 4 as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on here. Okay, just like that. Alrighty, and I'm just going to go ahead and slide these up here. Okay, and there we go. So that is how you're going to put your little pages on. Okay, and again, you know, you can decorate these however you want. You know, you don't have to. You could just put the die on and then add your picture on top of that die. That would make a really pretty background. So that would be really pretty. You're going to open that up. That. Just like that. Alrighty. And you're going to go ahead and close those just like that. Again, so next you're going to go ahead and grab a positive and negative magnet again. Okay, you're going to go ahead and grab this here. All right, you're going to place that magnet right on this page right here. Okay, and you're going to place it. I place mine on the lower edge, or not edge, but the lower area here. Okay, just like that. I guess it really doesn't matter, but I like to have it cover both areas here. So I'm going to put this magnet right here. It's not really in the middle, but it's like down, okay, a little bit. All right. So, and then I'm going to lift this up, fold that down just like that. Lift this back up. Oh. We are having some issues here. There we go. Fold that down, that flap, and that's going to be like that, and that's going to hold our flaps. Okay, and that's going to hold our flaps in place. So that's how that is going to work there. And then again, the front, we're going to have our waterfall. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my pieces and I'm going to stick them all together. Place this up here, so when I get ready to paper this, I will have all of my pieces together. So I'm going to go ahead, put those down there, and stick those together just like that. And this is going to go right off to the side here. Okay. And now we're going to do page 4. And page 4 is going to be the same. Just going to go ahead, put our hinges on, and we're going to go ahead and lay down our magnet. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward through this part. So there is the front of page 4, and then the back of page 4 is going to mimic the front of page 1. So again, we have our little doors here, and they are going to measure 4 3/4 by 9 3/4. You are going to score a 1/2 inch on the left hand side with the 4 3/4 at the top of your scoreboard. So again, we're going to go ahead and score those, place those down here like this, all right, and you're going to go ahead and attach them on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward this part as well. So for page 4, the back, that is done as well. So now we're going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and paper all of our pages, okay? And then I will be back and we'll put together our waterfall and finish up some adding some of our embellishments. And so I will see you in just a bit.